today's society, phones and technology are essential for daily tasks and our day-to-day lives. Every time I walk into a room, it is rare to see people without a phone in their hands. Phones in today's society are like the air we breathe because we can't live without them. Because of this reason, I decided to challenge myself and spend 96 hours, so 4 days, without using my phone. Then spent no phone calls, no text messages, and no social media. I decided to do this challenge and make this my documentary because I wanted to see how well I would handle those 4 days and if at any point I would feel like giving up. To make this challenge a bit harder, I decided to do it over the weekend because that is when I use my phone the most. To show you that I'm not cheating or anything, I'm going to put my phone in airplane mode. So no Wi-Fi, no anything, no distractions, and I'm going to put it away. Goodbye, little phone. Today is day 1 of not using my phone, and I woke up and wanted to use my phone to check the weather, but I remembered that I can't use my phone. The first day was a Friday, and it was my school's sport complex day. Not using my phone that morning was already a struggle because the first thing I usually do when I wake up is check the weather to see what I'm going to wear. Because I could not check the weather, I had to look outside my window to see if it was cloudy. After I'm all dressed, I have a habit of watching a YouTube video or watching a show on Netflix while making and eating my breakfast. So Rosita, I'm doing a 4-day challenge where I can't use my phone. So my question to you is, how do you feel I'm gonna do?
I feel like you're gonna do good.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a test on Tuesday or something?
A test? For what?
For like any subject from school?
I think, yeah.
Well, that's good because then you can study in the weekend. You don't have to be worrying about who's texting you or what's going on social media or anything like that.
True.
So,
Okay. So, Maria, how do you feel I'm gonna do in this challenge, this 4-day challenge?
you're gonna do good.
You feel like I'm gonna do good? You don't think I'm gonna give up? No?
So I know you don't give up easy.
Oh, thank you. Okay. After I arrived to the place where the sports complex was taking place, I felt the urge to check my pocket, where I usually put my phone. But that day, overall, was not as bad as I thought it would be, because I was most of the day playing games and spending time with friends. It is day 2. I'm not using my phone, and I feel like today is gonna be the most difficult because usually during Saturdays I kind of wake up, use my phone for a little while, watch YouTube videos, look at Pinterest, and later play music while cleaning. And I feel like it's gonna be the hardest, but let's see how it goes. The second day was a Saturday. As I said in the clip, I felt like Saturday would be the hardest of all the days, but in all honesty, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. When I woke up, I ate breakfast with my siblings and played dominoes with my sister. Later, I helped my mom clean our house and paint the basement, which took the whole afternoon. This day, I got to spend a lot of time with my mom and siblings. The only hard things were not being able to play music while cleaning and painting, and not being able to check my phone to see if my family from Puerto Rico texted me or called me. The third day was a Sunday, and this day I usually go to church in the morning. After church, I came home and ate lunch. Later, I watched a movie with my siblings. My mom went to do grocery shopping and was a little anxious with the fact that we had no communication because I couldn't use my phone. The hardest part of this day was that I was left with my siblings and did not have my phone to use in case of an emergency. It is day 4 of not using my phone. Is this the last day of this challenge? Yay! It has been a journey, but I'm excited to being able to use my phone again. Not because I miss, being on my phone a lot, just because I need the communication with my family.
Just in case of an emergency.
Exactly, just in case of an emergency. The last day of the challenge was Memorial Day, and my family came to my house. This day, I really got to be present while spending time with my family and did not have a need to use my phone. I successfully completed the challenge and learned a lot through this journey. I learned that while phones are useful for some things like communication with distant relatives and communication with family, sometimes is not good for other things. While spending time with my family, I thought to myself, how many times would I be in my room using my phone instead of spending time with my family? With the time I usually spent using my phone, I got to be more productive and had more time to do other things. I learned that with everything we do, there has to be a balance, because by being in our phones for long periods of time, we miss out on many things like spending quality time with our family and friends, enjoying a meal, enjoying a movie, and even talking to the person sitting next to you. Sometimes we spend hours watching others' lives through YouTube or social media. I encourage you to stop watching others' lives and start living your own. I would also encourage you to try this challenge. It doesn't have to be 4 days, it could be just 1 or a couple of hours. But the point is to disconnect from your phone and be present.
Ma!